coverage of the WEI Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. The WEI Nesson Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon continues with Jan Sivian, who joins us. Jan's from Dedham. And Jan, you've battled breast cancer. And as we sit here talking about climbing every mountain to find a cure, we could take it literally with you. Tell us what you did in the past year.
Well, 5 months after completing my radiation treatment at Dana-Farber, I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, flew to Tanzania, and went up that mountain with 6 fellow climbers and over 50 porters and guides. It was a big crowd of us going up. So
now, I asked you this when you told me off camera. I said, are you a big mountain climber? And you said no.
No, I've never climbed a mountain like that. I'm an avid hiker, and I love being in the mountains, and the mountains have a magical appeal to me, and I'd always wanted to climb Kilimanjaro. So it was great to be able to do that so close after my cancer treatment, to really feel like I was moving on in my life and to accomplish something like that.
Take us from going through the treatment to deciding that was going to be how you proved you were getting on with your life.
Well, a good friend asked me in August if I would be interested in climbing the mountain, and I said yes, of course. I always wanted to climb Kilimanjaro. And then in early September, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I said to her, I just don't know how this will play out. And so I had 3 surgeries and 6 weeks of radiation treatment, and then I did not have to have chemotherapy. Wow. So after radiation, it was done in mid-January, I said, I think I can do this. I think I can train. It required several months of training. I was hiking with about 30 pounds of weight in my backpack and really getting my lower body all ready to go and doing a lot of cardiovascular work. But I worked at it several times a week, and I was ready to go at the end of June, and off we went.
How long a trek was it? How long were you gone?
It was 7 days on the mountain, 5 days up and 2 days down. Oh. And then the climb to the summit is quite a grueling trip, because you start climbing at 11:30 at night, and you climb through the mountain, watch the sunrise on the mountain, and arrive just after sunrise at the peak. So it's a wonderful moment. It's a grueling and exhausting night. We all agreed it was the hardest thing we'd ever done.
Well, which is amazing considering what you've been through. Take us back through that. What did the Dana-Farber mean to you, and how much did they mean to help you get through your treatment?
They were just fantastic every step of the way. The expertise there, the knowledge, the research. It was really because of their research that they knew that my kind of cancer did not need treatment beyond radiation, that there was little incremental benefit to that. So that's the great thing about the Dana-Farber, is the research is happening there. They understand the most current ways to treat different kinds of cancers. And I was able to just complete radiation therapy, and I didn't need chemotherapy. And the radiation team was just absolutely fantastic. Going every day for 6 weeks is a pretty exhausting thing. And it's hard to kind of meet the physical challenge and the mental challenge of it, and they are absolutely warm, wonderful, caring, professional people, and so good at what they do.
And how are you physically now? How were you after the hike, when you got back?
After the climb?
After Kilimanjaro, yeah.
Oh, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I was absolutely exhausted. The effects of altitude really get you. You don't get a lot of sleep on the mountain. You only sleep about 4 or 5 hours a night, and you're hiking for 5 to 7 hours a day, and you're in extreme altitude. So it was exhausting. I came home, and it took me several weeks, I think, between the jet lag and the climb, the exhaustion of the climb, to really start to feel like myself. But it was a wonderful trip, one of the most wonderful things I've done in my life. So I don't know if I'd do it again.
I parachuted once, and after they were saying next time, I'm like, listen, I don't know that there's going to be a next time. This was a once-in-a-lifetime thing, but it'll be with you forever, obviously. One thing I've been doing with everyone who comes on over the course of the telethon, obviously you can speak to what the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute is doing. Look into the cameras, tell people why they need to pick up the phone and make a pledge during the Jimmy Fund, why we need this money, and why we need to fund what's going on over there.
The Dana-Farber is just an amazing place. You walk into the Dana-Farber and you know you're part of something special. And it's so important to contribute to the work that they're doing, not only in research, but also the activities that they are able to fund through the Jimmy Fund. I think it's so amazing that they do great programs for children. And I know that doing my Kilimanjaro trip really allowed me to move past my cancer, and for other people to have the opportunity, especially young children, to be able to see past their cancer and enjoy life, I think is just a really fantastic thing, and that we really need to support the work there.
No, it's a great story, and it was great meeting you. I hope you
you.
can see on the wide shot. Show them your T-shirt. You got to see the T-shirt. Just done it.
done
So once you climb Kilimanjaro,
back?
see the back.
The back?
There you go. Stand up. You can show them the back. There you go. Kilimanjaro. There you go. 5,895 peak. If she can do that.
No, that's meters.
Meters. So
It's
there you go. That's a- Oh my goodness.
19,340
Yeah, that makes sense.
feet.
Yeah, 5,000. That would be,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
that's
Mount
Mount
Washington. You
Washington.
could
That's
save all the
exactly right.
airfare and make it a lot easier. Jen, great to meet you.
Thank you.
We are going to take a break, come back, and